Yo, good freaking morning. Finally, we're doing it. Full day of eating. So let's just get into it, man. I already did my morning cardio. I just came back from it. I did steps as usual, and today I also did a little bit less steps than I usually like to do. Why? Because I'm training legs again today, hamstrings and quads, both in the same session. So yeah, let me show you what I got. As you can see, I've got some lean ground beef here, 300 grams of raw weight, and I've got some sourdough bread which I'm gonna put in the toaster. And yeah, let me just cook this up and set you up on a tripod so you can see everything. Okay, so the beef is almost done, but there's one thing I like to do with my beef when I get a fattier piece of beef. I like to wash off all the unnecessary excess fat from it. So I take this thing for your rice rinser, and then I throw the meat straight from the pan into the rinser and I wash it all off. That way I save myself maybe 100 calories, maybe 150, maybe 50, maybe 200, depending on how fatty the meat is. So it's in the rinser. Now I throw some water on it. I take a paper towel and I get rid of all the excess fat from the pan. That way I also get rid of some extra fat. So if you're tight, if you're on a budget and you're buying fattier pieces of meat, you can always do this trick, and that will definitely lower the fat content. I can definitely feel it every time I do this. Even though I'm eating fattier piece of meat, I can see that a lot of extra unnecessary fat is gone, and I freaking love it because I don't think, I mean, it's not that I don't want calories coming from this fat part of the meat. I would rather eat some egg yolks or nut butters, or yeah, whatever, avocados, dark chocolate, whatever you like to do for your fat sources, olive oil, whatever, man. Okay, so now that this is done, you take it, you throw it back on the pan, boom, you take your pasta sauce, you weigh it out, of course. I mean, I don't usually do that, but just for today I will do that and weigh out my sauces. 62, let's go a little bit more. Well, let's just dump it all in. Yeah, today I will measure out everything and see how much calories I eat in a day, because honestly, I don't freaking know. I can only guess. But I would say somewhere around 4 to 5K. No, 4K to 4.5K, I would say. Yeah, something like that. But we will see. We'll just go meal by meal. I will plug everything into MyFitnessPal, and boom, we will know. Okay, let me get this ready and I'll catch you guys in a second. Okay, the beef is ready. Now I'm waiting for my sourdough bread to be toasted, and I'm gonna throw on a little bit of this protein Philadelphia on top of my bread. Macros are for this thing, on per 100 grams you get 2.5 grams of fat, 5 grams of carbs, 11 protein, 87 calories, which is freaking bomb. And the bread that I'm eating per 100 grams, 3 grams of fat, 40 carb, 4 fiber, 8.5 grams of protein, 227 calories. Freaking amazing, amazing macro ratio if you ask me. Okay, so the meal done. Wait, let me go get my phone. Okay, let's check the macros for meal number one and calories. 750 calories, 77.5 grams of protein, 65 carb, 18.7 grams of fat. I think it's even less fat because of all the rinsing that I did. So yeah, this is it, meal number one. I'm gonna eat this, wait for like 45 minutes up to an hour, and then I'm gonna head to the gym to kill legs. Leg day. This sauce is awesome. It has like 40 or 50 calories per 100 grams. So it's approved in my opinion. I freaking love it. Okay. 8:50 a.m. meal number one going down. I'll catch you guys for meal number two. I almost forgot to tell you the weight measurements for this meal. 300 grams of raw weight, 96 for beef, 125 grams of sourdough bread. It was like 80 grams of that pasta sauce and 24 grams of that high protein Philadelphia spread. That's it. As you can see, I'm enjoying this meal. I'll catch you guys for post-workout meal. Okay, so post-workout meal, I'm freaking starving. It's been 4 hours since my last meal, so right now it's 1 p.m., 1:15 to be exact. So let's get this meal down. We got, yeah, I already showed you this meal in the last video, but still, let's go over it. We got 100 grams of oats, 20 grams of Nestle Cheerios cereal, 20 grams of plum jam, 70 grams whey isolate, 10 grams cacao powder, and 100 grams of banana. Macros and calories: 881 calories, 120 120 carbs, 10 fat, 75 grams of protein. So yeah, before we continue this talk, let's do a taste test. Delicious, man, what can I say? I said it in the last video, this type of meal is a meal that keeps me sane, that gets me through the calorie deficit and through the dieting phase. One advice I want to give you is always try to play around with your food. Yeah, good quality food can taste good. It's all about preparation. You need to play with it, find out what you like, and you can make a healthy pizza, healthy cake. This is honestly like a cake for me. Healthy, whatever. It's just you need to put in a little bit of time. And honestly, that's where I see people slacking the most. Food prep, I mean meal prep is something that usually guys and girls don't pay too much attention to when they're starting out. They pay attention to the training and to the supplements and things like that, and this is the last thing that they have on their mind. And I mean, at least that's how it is for me, you know. When I first started out, I was looking into, okay, training, food. Okay, I know a little bit about food, but nothing. I don't want to waste too much time with meal prepping. I was eating out a lot and things like that. And then, of course, I got interested in supplements and super supplements, all the things like that, when The answer was right in front of my eyes, man. It's food, it's meal prep, and that's what's gonna get you a result. You can train 10, 15 times a week, 20 times a week, 10 times a week. You can take all the super supplements that you want in the world, but if you are not fueling your body with good quality nutrients, you ain't gonna grow, you ain't gonna get shredded, whatever your goal is. This is where it's at, man. You need to put this as your honestly number one priority if you're really looking to get the best results out of your, let's say, fitness journey, gym journey, whatever. Meal prep is key. You need to prep your meals wherever you go. Don't slack with it. And honestly, that's when I had my best years of growth over these past two. Yeah, over the past 2 years is when I grew the most. My super supplements didn't change much, and all that's changed is my freaking diet. I did hire a coach before, and I said, okay, I'm just gonna shut up. I'm gonna listen to him. He's gonna tell me what to do, and I'm just gonna follow it. And it was a shit ton of food, 6 meals a day, 300, 400 grams of protein, sometimes 500 grams of protein. I said, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna follow the plan. And guess what, man? It freaking worked. I was stuffing my face. I wasn't, I reached a point at my bulk where I wasn't hungry. I didn't even have cravings for cheat meals. It was hard. I pushed through it and I got results. That's one thing I want to touch on is when people say, how often are you having cheat meals, in your bulking phase, off-season phase, whatever. If you're deep into your off-season and you're craving cheat meals, I honestly think that you're not eating enough. Because if you're eating enough and you're eating good quality food, you don't have the cravings, man. You're full all the time and you don't have the cravings for junk food. So yeah, here and there, okay, once a week, once every 2 weeks, but every day, every second day, every third day, that's a bit too much, man. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna eat this, enjoy this. Now I'll catch you guys for meal number 3. Okay, meal number 3. It's been 2 hours since my last meal. Right now it's 2.5 actually. Ooh, that's a bit much because usually I have like 2 hours in between my post-workout meal and the meal after that one. Because post-workout meal gets digested pretty fast because it's mostly carbs, not too much fat, and we all know post-workout your body is in its prime state to absorb as many carbs as you throw at it. So yeah, what do we have? 300 grams of raw weight turkey, ground turkey, 200 grams of sweet potato. Up top is a little bit of fat-free cheese. I think this is 70 grams of sourdough bread. And wait, can you see that? So sourdough bread, ketchup, sweet potato, fuck off fly, and some green salad. Salad, I'm sorry guys, but I'm not gonna measure out how much salad I'm eating. That's just yeah, pain in the ass. Okay, let's see. Macros are 67 carbs, 10 fat, 10 and a half fat, 78 grams of protein. Overall, 690 calories. We are at 2.3k for the day. And I still have 3 meals to go. But those meals will be a bit smaller because, as always, you already know I put most of my carbohydrates around my training because just think about it, man. That's when your body needs carbs the most, when you're training, when you're pushing weight, and when you're training, and also when you're moving. If you're just sitting at home not doing anything, those carbs are not being put to work, put to use, and I don't think that's the best option, man. If you're sitting at home not doing much, then just eat a low carb meal. That's what will work for most of the people, but we all know that one guy that can eat Pop Tarts every single meal and I don't know, 200 grams of carbs and he's still shredded. So yeah, you need to play around with it. Find out who you are and what's your metabolism like. Oh, and one more thing. I don't put anything in my salad. I just wash it with water and eat it like that. I don't throw vinegar or some olive oil in it. Nothing, man. I don't like all that shit in my salad. It takes over the taste and yeah, I don't like to taste oil when I'm eating something. And that started happening when I got serious into fitness, bodybuilding, whatever. When I'm eating any type of food and I can feel there's too much fat in the meal, you know, I'm feeling all the grease and everything. I just get disgusted by it, and it's, even though it's tasty, it's not tasty because of all of that fat. I just feel, yeah, yuck. But hey, I can still eat a burger and a pizza. But how much of it? There's a limit. And why is there a limit? Because of the reason that I just told you about. One more thing, if you are lazy like me and you're looking for to find a way how to prepare your sweet potatoes or any type of potato, I just wash them. I don't even peel them. I just wash them. I poke a few holes in it with a knife on both sides. I throw it in the microwave for 2.5 minutes on one side, 2.5 minutes on the other side, and boom, it comes out done. You know, it's soft. It's ready to be absorbed by my body. So yeah, that's something you can do, because if you're cooking your potatoes in an oven or air fryer, you need at least like 15-20 minutes, and this gets done in 5 minutes, which is important to me because sometimes I also get lazy with meal prep, but I never get lazy to make my overnight oat cake. Yeah, I do that every single day, and I freaking love it. Okay, that's it for meal number 3. I'm gonna eat this, and I'll catch you guys for meal number 4. Okay, so meal number 4 is gonna be the same thing as meal number 3. So I'm just gonna show you this one, eat this, and I'll catch you back at meal number 5. As you can see, sweet potato. Oh yeah, the only difference is now I have 300 grams of raw weight chicken breast instead of turkey, and I did add a little bit of that protein Philadelphia spread on top of my bread, salad, and Diet Pepsi. That's pretty much it. Okay, back full for meal number 5. 5 and 6 actually. Right here I have my meal number 6, which is 60 grams of whey isolate. I'm gonna eat my meal number 5 right now, and I'm gonna, yeah, go to sleep in like 30 minutes. Then when I wake up to take a piss, that usually happens somewhere around 3 hours from now, I get up, take a piss, and I go to the fridge and I drink my protein shake. So yeah, that's my meal number 5 and 6 right here. No skipping meals, guys. No skipping meals. I'm serious, dead serious. If you want to get jacked. But yeah, let's go over meal number 5. As usual, green salad. This is my favorite vegetable that I like to eat, and it's delicious. Meal number 5, zero low carb meal, low carb meal, or you could say keto meal. Right here, 250 grams of raw weight chicken breast and 2 whole eggs. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Let's go over the macros and everything. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to say is I did have, after my meal number 4, I did have watermelon, 1 nectarine, and 1/2 of a protein bar. I'm gonna count all of that in to my daily calorie intake, and we will see what are my macros for the day. Okay, so last meal is 60 grams of whey isolate. That is, if you want to be specific, 50 grams of protein, 1 gram of carb, and 0 grams of fat. And this meal right here is 15 grams of fat and 0 carbs, 15 grams of fat, and around 65 grams of protein. So yeah, freaking done, man. That's it, full day of eating. Oh yeah, I didn't go over my daily calories. What the hell am I doing? I'm getting tired and I'm getting sleepy. That leg day messed me up pretty good. So yeah, tomorrow is rest day. Okay, with watermelon, have a protein bar, nectarine, I weighed everything out. We are at 443 grams of protein, 390 grams of carbs, and 74 grams of fat. That is it, 4,000 calories. Nice, man, freaking nice. That's it, man. I'm done. I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm hungry. I could eat more food, no problem, but hey man, I have to watch my shape right now. I don't want to get too fat before I start my bulk. So I'm trying to maintain this shape, maintain this level of body fat that I have. So when I start bulking again in a month or two, I can be primed and ready. Because if I push my calories too fast right now, I'm just gonna get fat, and that will be stupid because it will mess my whole bulking phase up because I got too fat after the cut. And that's not a good idea, man. If you're looking to do this how it's supposed to be, then you need to go slowly. Bodybuilding is marathon, not a sprint. Remember that. And yeah, that's it. I'm out. Good night. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in a couple of days. I'm out.